Well, Coach, as far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Here we go. 60 or.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Go.
He's coming. Double up.
You get it.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hard.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Blue draw quarter.
Spot. No. Watch the eye.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsay. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant.
Greystone, travel.
On 1st down, Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. There he goes left side. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerves showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They look to throw. It's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. Trying to lay one up deep. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Protein spell.
Here we go on fourth down with Locke. Going left side here, and it's complete. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it third and goal. Dancing to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on second and 8. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. And he's got his man on the out route. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Pierre Desir. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Check flag 33. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
Lady, you must be getting tired of seeing me. Rush in. Undercrunch.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jets 7, Broncos nothing.
Lady, I'm here all day. Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
You got tight up there. He's checking. Lady. What is that?
On third down, here's Bell. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. To throw is Darnold. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down. On first and 10, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one in second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
You got it.
Any weapon.
Check. Lady. Back.
Throwing here on third down. Darnold. Under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Check 52.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
64.
Check
Brings up second and 3.
Kill.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Clock now to throw. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
10, under 10, 10. Kill.
Look at me. Go, get it.
Check.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Ready? General West. Bravo.
On third and long, it's Locke. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
But remember, they get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Check. Blue draw, Porter.
Here's Bell, and obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Check your heart rate. Hey, watch it. Bang, lady. Bang. What's that?
Third and long, it's Darnold. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Ready, ready! 60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Look, squeeze. Hit it.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Ready,
An
ready.
incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Bell. And some room to roam now. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big run that time by Bell. 45 yards. Now a first down carry by Bell. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. They'll run on first down. Bell, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Mike 51, Mike 51. You got nothing to run. You got man 80. It's a safety creep. Shoot.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Leo!
On second down, it's Lindsey. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, lock it!
Switch it, come on, switch it. Whip.
Another run by Lindsey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They do go for it. It's locked. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll go again with Lindsey. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
Pilot, 64, weak.
21, check back 21. And watch that, and watch the ball.
Shoot.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 12. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Hey, son. Mike, check 33. 33. Drop deep, drop deep. Hey, check Mike 33. Check that.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On On third down, they'll run with Gore. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This is taken at the 23. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On first down, Lindsey. And he's got this down to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. On the counter, Lindsey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down now, it's Lindsey. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. The Broncos on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
218, chopper. Let's go. Ready?
Locke will try again on 2nd down. And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Jim. Protein spill. Get him.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On second down, it's Bell. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Shift. Joker. Check 43. Lady. Right check 33. Ain't no
On third down, Bell. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture, as now they've got a 1st and 10.
Check it back.
6-6. Pull it high.
Darnold from the gun. This will be caught by Brown. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Antonio Brown, 33 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the...
They got his man complete. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Locke. He's going to wind up and air it out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here, which I don't know, Charles. What does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's the Jets punter now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Let's take it inside his own 40. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. After the sack on 1st down. Locked. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Let's make these babies cry.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And taken right at the 35. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Here's Locke to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos cut into that lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is down to 28-10. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Watch the pass. Shake it.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on